Hi, Gemini. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for January 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in January and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Gemini, now on to your January 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. Hi, Gemini. So the first card you have in this reading is the Nine of Pentacles. And this is being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and abundance behind you. In some ways, Gemini, you're going to start to feel like you have more things together in your life. Maybe it's your environment, maybe it's your job, maybe it's your physical body and health. You may find yourself having conversations and talking with people from different backgrounds and cultures. Now, this could be online, or it could be in some kind of class that you take, or some event that you attend, or a gathering, a party, and there's people from other cultures there. And you may find yourself developing a fond friendship with someone. Now, if they're not from another culture, it could be you just go to a gathering and you meet people from a different area or people you didn't know before, and you could develop a friendship with one of them. I feel like you're also going to be spacing out things you need to do differently, like in a different order. So if you normally have to space things out, like throughout your day, through a routine, through a schedule, or through a business you own, or things you creative endeavors, or how you handle certain things in your life, I feel like my guides are saying you're going to space them out differently. Maybe you're going to do some things, take longer pauses in between tasks, or just restructure or reorganize what you do in a different manner. You may also be doing things to make your mind sharp as a tack. So this could be like you playing certain kind of video games, or games on your phone, or doing certain kind of puzzles. This could also be taking any kind of supplements or things that you've heard of that can improve your mind, improve your memory. Also any kind of puzzles that, maybe like, I'm going to say Rubik's Cube, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be other types of puzzles, written puzzles. Some of you Geminis are buying a new stove. I know that's like a random thing to come up here, but my guides do mention it. If it's not a stove, it could be another appliance, but I do see some of you buying a new stove. And you're going to be really keen on throwing things out that you feel need to be discarded, or rusted, or are just like crappy now. You may feel like, okay, I used this to death. Now I'm tossing it out. It served its last purpose. And some of you are going to be really showing people how much you love and care about them by giving them some kind of gift. It could be a gift basket. It could be a fruit basket. It could be one of those edible arrangements. I don't know what it is, but I see you like feeling like, I want to show people how much they mean and care about, how much they mean to me and how much I care about them. And you therefore send them gifts. I feel like it's something that's going to come in the mail. It could be like a Harry and David box of pears. It could be, you know, I don't know. I don't know what you're sending. I heard gift baskets is what I heard. So the next card in your reading is the Five of Cups, and this is sadness, loss, and regret. Not all hope is lost, because still there are two cups behind the person that did not spill over. So not all hope is lost. This can also indicate an issue with drinking, either you or someone connected to you. You may feel guilty or bad in some way because you may have spoiled a surprise. Somebody maybe was going to get engaged, or maybe they were going to say they're pregnant and make an announcement, or, you know, propose and pop the question, or maybe let the cat out of the bag about a surprise party. I don't know what it is, but you feel guilty or bad that you kind of wrecked some kind of surprise. You also may have some sadness or regret if you put out something and like for a party or something and you're not getting any response, or you're not getting, like, it could be to one person, but it could be to multiple people. Maybe you invited people to a gathering and you barely got any responses, or you reached out to somebody and you didn't get a response. That's another thing that comes up here for this Five of Cups card for Gemini. You also may have been feeling like you've tried hard to cope with or deal with issues or problems, and you don't feel like you solved them or handled them. Maybe you had some issues that you feel need healing, or you had, it could be physical sickness or illness or problem. It could be mental or emotional. It could be something in the physical world, not even involving your body, you personally, something you have to contend with. And you may feel like you solved it. You thought you healed it or fixed it or solved it. And then it comes back, you find out it's not solved. It's not healed. It's not resolved. And you may feel like there's something in your life that you want to make waves. You want to make more of an impact, more of an impression, make more waves. And so you may start to mull that over and think about what steps you can take, what moves you can make to make more of an impact, make bigger waves. This could be at your career, at your job. It could be in a love relationship. It could have something to do with your family. I don't know where it's happening because, after all, Gemini, this is a general reading, so I can't pinpoint exactly what area that's going to pertain to you. But many of you Geminis are going to be thinking about, how can I make a bigger splash? How can I get more recognition? How can I make bigger waves? How can, in some area of your life. So always watch your rising sign if you know it, because you're going to get more of a complete picture. And sometimes people's rising sign really is resonating way more for them than their sun sign. So you have to check that out. Well, I shouldn't say you have to. I recommend that you do. I don't want to tell you what to do. Certainly I don't. I don't want people telling me what to do either. So now the next card you have in your reading, Gemini, is the Emperor. And the Emperor is a strong paternal figure or male figure that has crossed over to the other side, that's watching you, guiding you, protecting you, giving you ideas and inspirations that could feel like they're yours, but they could actually be coming from the Emperor. This card can also symbolize a strong male figure in the living, a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, someone like a father figure to you. Could be a boss, an ex, a husband, an ex-boss, an uncle, a brother. It could be you, even if you're female, doesn't necessarily mean you can't be the Emperor. There's strong Aries energy around the Emperor. You may have fought hard to understand something about your father or what your father is doing, or a strong male figure. Like I said, this could be a boss, husband, ex-husband. Remember all the people I named this could be. You may have felt like they had a strong dichotomy of personality. They could maybe be very loving and compassionate and affectionate and kind on one hand, and then on the other hand, they could be really kind of like a tyrant. So you may have seen two sides to this person. Some of you could have a strong male figure, possibly a father or grandfather or husband or ex-husband, well, probably not an ex, unless you're really still close with them, that is going through some kind of health issue that you may want to be there to help them with it. You could also have a boss or a parent or husband or father figure that's trying to hold your feet to the fire about something. Like they're trying to get you to do something. Like maybe being controlling of you, or like maybe they want you to work more hours, or maybe they want you to do things for them that is kind of not the norm of what you would normally do. Some of you, this could be your boss, and they may want to station you in a different place. That's how my guide said it. Want to station you in a different place. Now, that could be within the building you already work at, put you in a different place in that building. Or it could be if there is other locations. They may want to station you somewhere else. And they may make some kind of like, look, there's going to be a guarantee to success. If you step up to this plate, I'm going to give you a bigger title and a raise. They may not just like demand that you do it. They may be giving you incentives to do it. Even if it's a family member that wants you to do things for them. They may say, okay, I know you're really busy and you don't have the time to do it, but if you do this, well, I'm going to pay you money or something to like sweeten the pot, so you would agree to do it. To get more psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides, please check the description box below this video for the links for my most recent videos for Vimeo. I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you more accurate predictions for your astrological signs. These links and descriptions are also available on the videos page of my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Thank you. The fourth card you have in the reading, Gemini, for January is 10 of Rods. And 10 of Rods is 10 rods of burden on your shoulder that could feel like, first of all, let me just start it this way. It can mean moving on to new and better horizons. But you may have 10 rods of burden on your shoulder as you're moving on to the new and better horizons. And these 10 rods of burden could be knowledge and experience you've gained that are going to help you on the new and better horizons, but it could also be you could feel overburdened at this time. Some of you are making plans to travel. Some of you are making plans or getting ready to change direction in some way. And some of you may feel like, I need to create something else for myself and I need to move. Some of you may feel you need to move. Because you may feel like, I see how much people put pressure on me or burdens on me. You may feel like, I got to move, make this change or move, because you may feel either, it could be at your job, maybe you feel like the company or business you work for or the bosses at your job put too much responsibility or burdens on you. It could be, so then you may want to move to a different area, a different career, a different job for some of you. Some of you are really like gathering up information and your good ideas, like kind of compiling them together, because you're going to utilize them in some way. Like maybe you're like, okay, I dealt with all these clients and customers, and I'm going to compile this list, and I'm going to go off and start my own business, and I'm going to be contacting these clients and customers I did business with for years. Or I gained all this knowledge and experience at this job or company or in this career, especially job or company. And now I'm going to compile all the insights, information, knowledge, inside secrets, and things that would be helpful for me to know to start my own company or my own business. You may be thinking of doing that. And you're going to have to like calm your nerves, exercise a lot of control, because I feel like some of what you're doing is going to take nerve. It's going to take guts. It's going to take bravery. And so you're going to have to remain calm, not get, wigged out. Don't let yourself get overexcited and upset or nervous about it. And you may find that you have to buy a lot of gizmos and gadgets or technology or equipment or tools or implements to help you on whatever this venture is that you're going to do. So there may be expenditures here. The last card you have in your January 2023 reading, Gemini, is the Four of Swords. And this is a pause, a meditative state, a resting phase, a recuperation from an illness. It could also indicate prayer. You may have all this stress. There's some stresses here in your reading. You got stress here. And off and on in the cards, I feel stress here, I feel stress there, I feel stress over here. So you may feel like you need a break, you need a rest, you need a vacation. Like you need to recoup your energies, recharge your batteries. You may even take some kind of pause where you say, I'm not making any shifts, changes, or moves until after January 15th. It's like you want to sit with yourself and your ideas. You may be meditating on it, and you may be praying on it, but it's also like resting and recharging your batteries and thinking about like your next steps and moves and what your goals are and where you want to see yourself in 5 years. You also may be doing a lot of prayer and trying to make some kind of amends and asking God for help or forgiveness if you feel like you've made mistakes in your past. Doesn't have to be recent past, could be long ago past. And being thankful and having gratitude. All these things are coming up here. And you definitely want to feel more calm, more centered, more grounded. You may even feel like your consciousness is elevating and expanding. You may even be taking some kind of class. You could be taking a class in any kind of esoteric subject, or joining like a class where people get together and meditate or seek higher consciousness, higher elevation of consciousness. And where you're really going to feel prepared to like push forward strongly is March. I'm not sure what you're doing in February. We'll have to see what comes up in your February reading. But I get this pause at least until January 15th. And then I get like you really pushing forward with your plans in March. Maybe February is when you're gathering all the necessary gizmos and gadgets, as my guide said, and necessary tools and equipment or technology. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Geminis to work with, use, and wear in the month of January 2023 is smoky quartz. And smoky quartz is a very strong grounding and powerful stone, and it's also a great money stone for attracting wealth. Smoky quartz disperses fears and depression. It brings emotional calmness, relieves stress and anxiety, promotes positive thoughts and actions. Smoky quartz brings psychic and physical protection, abundance, prosperity, and good luck. Well, just based on the fact that it relieves stress and anxiety and disperses fears and depression, totally resonates with what came up in your tarot reading. It's going to make you feel like I'm ready, willing, and able. So if you wear smoky quartz or carry it with you or sleep with it under your pillow at night, it's definitely going to start giving you the that kind of energy. And being able to systematically solve issues and problems. It's going to be a good problem-solving stone. And also if you have to make any kind of business deals or deals of any kind, it'll bring good lucrative deals to you. It'll also help you, sign on the dotted line, making the deals. And it is going to relieve burdens of stress, anxiety, and worry. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you're already subscribed and you're not getting notified, you may want to click that notification bell again and then click it again, because there's been a lot of changes here on YouTube, and that may be why you're not getting the notifications. And please do consider liking this video and sharing it with others, because it will help me reach more people and it will help this channel to grow. And I would appreciate that greatly. And if you would like to get any of this special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages, where I use a variety of divination tools to look into very specific topics for each sign of the zodiac, you can find the most recently recorded videos. Links are posted down below in the description box in the Show More section. And those links, if you click on them, will take you to those videos on Vimeo. And then you can pick whichever zodiac sign you want. You can also get them by going to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. There you will see all the video series I have recorded. You can go to the different series, read what divination tools I used, how long the predictions go out for, and then you just click on whatever zodiac sign link you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or somebody else's link, sign that you want to hear about, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, I won't go into all the video series listed down below because there are many, but I'm just going to name a few. So if you would like to get the psychic crystal readings that I do for each month, so if you want January 2023's psychic crystal reading for your zodiac sign, that link is down below, and it's also on my website. Remember, these crystal readings are like a continuation or an expansion of the psychic tarot readings I'm doing here on YouTube. Also, I did 2 New Year's specials this year too. So the first is my psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. And I also did psychic crystal readings for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. You're going to get a lot of messages and predictions there. I looked into every category I could think of in those crystal readings. I looked into how the year is going to affect you, what you need to be cautious of, what are the blessings in the areas of work, business, love, health, family, and, you know, any other predictions that came up. So you may want to check them out. And in the psychic tarot readings, I did 16 cards in total. So there's a lot of predictions there for general readings for you. And if you can do it, you know, it might help you if you can watch your rising sign and your sun sign both. Also, don't forget you're still being affected by the eclipses that we had at the end of October and in the beginning of November. And I always do video series, or I try to do video series every time we have eclipses. So the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings are available on Vimeo for each sign of the zodiac. And the eclipse effects from the solar eclipse in Scorpio, October 25th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. Remember, eclipses bring endings and beginnings. And when I recorded both of those video series, the predictions went out well past 6 months. Usually eclipse effects last 6 months, but in both of those video series, I was getting messages and predictions that went out further than that. So you may really want to check them out. Also, my Mars retrograde psychic tarot scopes for 2022, 2023 for each zodiac sign are available. And remember, this started, that pre-Mars retrograde phase started in September of 2022. The official Mars retrograde ending is January 12th, but you're still being affected by Mars retrograde all the way in the post-shadow phase until the middle of March 2023. So you may want to check that out. As I said, there's other video series links down below. Please be sure to check them out. I put a lot of work and effort into these psychic predictions and messages for you guys because many people want private readings with me, and I really can't get to all the people on the list. I have over 2,000 people on my cancellations list and my wait list. So this is the best way to get messages and predictions from me and my spirit guides in the short term. Also, if you would like to make a donation and help support the readings that I do here on YouTube, I have a link down below in the description box that's connected to PayPal. And I want to thank you so much to those of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does help me a lot, and it does mean a lot to me. So thank you so very much for that. And oftentimes I think of saying your names of who donated, and then I think some people don't want other people to know that they watch psychic readings. So just know I do see the donations, and I do truly appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video format on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I pull, and I also have been putting them on my community pages on YouTube now because some people are bailing on social media platforms. They don't like them. anymore, or as much as they used to. So I am posting them here on YouTube, but they're in writing. And many people find that these predictions and messages speak to them. Maybe not the entire 5 paragraphs, but here and there. Or some people do find the whole message and makes sense to them. I do believe if you feel drawn to check them out, that there is some message or prediction or multiple messages and predictions that will resonate with you. And I'd love to see you on my social media pages. I absolutely hope that you all have a wonderful and fantastic January 2023, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.